All right, hi guys, I'm Janelle. I'm here to talk to you today about the Lord's Legacy meal baskets. So the purpose of the meal baskets is to make it easier for everyone who needs to cook the meals in the evening shift. So this is how we worked it out here at Millhouse. Each house may do it a little bit different, but the concept is still the same. So every week there will be someone in your house that puts together the meal baskets. So here in Millhouse, for example, we are on week 2 in the binders. So everyone should have a binder, something like this, somewhere in their house, probably in the kitchen. So you would flip to the tab that says week 2. So I'm going to talk about today's Friday. So it is F, and tonight they are having ham steak, creamy cheese grits, roasted asparagus, and honey roasted apples. So when I put the meal baskets together on Saturday, I'll go through each item and put anything that is dry or doesn't need refrigerated or in the freezer in a basket like this. So it's got Friday written on it, and it's got some ingredients in here. Again, each house is gonna have baskets that maybe look a little different, but that's all right. So for the frozen items, so in this case the ham steak, we'll go in here in the refrigerator or in the freezer. And I have it labeled for tonight. So we put the meat all on one section in the freezer so that everybody knows where to go and get it. So if you can see here, it says Friday, and then it's got today's date, 4/16. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that over in the refrigerator. So another thing to do to help your teammates is that if you come in, say on a Sunday night, and you see on Monday night they're having fish, for example, go ahead and take that package out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator so that it's thawed by the time your coworker or even you come in the next night on the 4 to 12 shift to make the meal. So for creamy cheese grits, the asparagus is in the refrigerator, so you would need to go there and get that. And then finally, the honey roasted apples, which we do not have the apples, so we just try to substitute something, so we get this big jar of applesauce. So we can do pretty much the same thing with that. So that's kind of how the meal baskets get put together, and it'll be done for every day of the week, whenever that's done in your house. So the next thing is that when you come in the evening, the first thing you'll want to do is see what you're having tonight. So in Millhouse, we have these little index cards, which are nice and brightly colored. And we put them on the refrigerator so everyone can see them. I think some houses will put them maybe in the boxes, but that's just the way we've done it so everyone can see it. So written on here is what the menu is for the evening. And if I substitute anything, I'll put a little sticky note so that people know. So if you're on that 4 to 12 shift where you'll be cooking, come in, you grab your little card to see what you're having, and then you'll be able to find it in the binder. So if you can see here, it says week 2. So again, you'll go to the little tab that says week 2, and then F will tell you what day of the week it is. F does not mean Friday. So you go to this little tab here, it says F, and everything on that page and behind it is what you will make. So the recipes are in here. Tells you exactly what you need to do for each item. So it's not usually too hard. If you're like me and never had cooked asparagus before, I learned. So what you'll do is you'll come in, you'll get that together so that you can have dinner ready for whatever time your house eats. So what you'll do is make the meal. Anything you have left over, you need to make sure that you put it in a sealed container and label it with the date and what it is, because that way everybody should know when to throw it out. If you are the individual who is responsible for ordering your groceries, that is done on the Tuesday evening shift, so 4 to 12. What you'll want to do is to get out the binder. Next week, for example, is week 3. So go to week 3 and you just look at what the ingredients are that you will need for next week, and then you order what you don't have. So this works really well if things get used throughout the week, and then you can, if you already have ground beef in your freezer, then you won't need to order more ground beef because you already have it. So spices, most houses are usually good on, so we usually don't order those very often. But for example, in week 3, the Sunday meal is hamburger steaks with mushroom sauce. We would need to probably order mushrooms, possibly the ground beef, and then as a side, it's macaroni and cheese. So you may need macaroni to order. You may need the cream cheese or the shredded cheese to order. So just make sure that you're checking the refrigerator, your cabinets, the freezer, and make sure you look at those expiration dates so that you know if you need to order any additional food. So another one here is chicken tacos. So you would need ground chicken breast. So again, you would look in the freezer, see if you have that. If not, you can put it on the order for groceries. So the form for ordering the groceries is actually on your house iPad, on the Google Drive, I believe. So it's a Google document. You just go in. There's one column that has the suggested amount that you should order, which may or may not apply in your situation depending on what you already have. And then there is a column where you put how many you need. So the other thing you want to do is look at things that are not maybe on the menu for dinners. So bread, milk, eggs, cereal, juices, any kind of things like that that you know that you use throughout the week that works in your house for your participants. So that's ordering groceries.